Okay, we're recording. Okay, so we're npm install express, EJS, body parser, and path so far. I think that's about it. We'll install all of those. Okay, and then we can open it up. Let's close you. Cool. Now we have all the stuff we need. So, what's the first thing? Const. Wait, what is it? Express, right?
Yeah, bar express required.
Express equals require.
It's bar express. Not
But you can
const.
do-
It's const.
It's const.
What?
It's constant.
Okay. So var const is it's just another way of declaring a different type of way declaring a variable, right? Const just means this variable is never going to change in its value, which is true. So better practice would be to just use const for these types of things.
We should be doing that here.
But then I wouldn't be able to tell you that. Okay. So the next one would be
It's all about learning, I guess.
Should be a semi.
line upon line, young Padawans. Okay. App equals express. Is there another one? Path, right?
All of that. I think
Path equals require require path. Oh shoot. Alright, let me I got a template here. Anybody use Boost Note before?
No.
Boost Note is just a note taking application for catered for developers.
Oh, what's it called?
Boost Note.
That's awesome.
Let me just grab one of these ones.
Oh, because it keeps it in snippet form?
Yeah, it'll actually keep it in like a JS file or as a C# file.
That's cool.
I'm all over that. That sounds awesome.
Okay, you don't need you. You.
Mongoose, what is that?
That's our database. Maybe I copied too much. Shucks. Okay. Cool. So here we have our app. We have our body parser, our path variable. Maybe I erased too much. Here we go. I want these guys.
Yeah.
Okay. So first part here, we're importing all of our modules. Second part here is we're setting up all of our middleware. This third part here, we are setting up our listener to run up our server. Then this first one, we have and we can either even do response.render index.html. What was that?
Is that different than a route, a task?
/task. Oh, let's do root route. Okay, actually, let me rewrite this one. So our next one is to create our routes, right? It's either going to be a get route or a post route for now. So if we create a get route, the first parameter is the route. The second parameter is our callback function, which this is a fat arrow function. You guys seen those yet? Okay, so here we're typically used to request and response like this, right? This is our function. Another way to write functions is with a fat arrow function where you don't need to actually say the keyword function. Instead, you'll have the open and close parentheses with the parameters in it, and then you'll have a equal sign, greater than sign, and these characters is what says that it's a function. So it's a different way of writing functions. Don't be afraid of them. Get used to them. It's an ES6 syntax. Okay. So try to implement them. If it gets confusing or you just run into trouble, then you can go back to writing regular functions until we get some more clarity on them. Okay, but don't be afraid of the fat arrow functions. Then here, we can console log root route. And then response dot render our index.html. Okay, before in Python, we had app.route, right? /root, or we didn't need that. But then we had def root, and then our function here. Okay, so it's very similar to how we were building it before, where this handles our URL and this handles our function. The same way, this is going to handle our URL, and then our callback is going to handle our function. Okay. So now here's our listener here. This, you don't need to worry about this. Equals 3000, and then I'm just putting it into the port here and in here. Instead of saying 3000, I'm just using the variable port, right? So it's the same thing.
Why do you do that versus the other way?
Here,
No, yeah,
why we store it in a variable?
yeah.
Because this can possibly change.
Okay.
So if we had this and other parts of our code was using the port number, we would just need to change it up here to 8000 instead of going to finding all the instances and doing it.
Smart stuff.
That's like the ninja principle.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's spin this up here. Nodemon server.js, listening on port 3000. Cannot find module HTML.
You didn't make one, right?
What did I say to do? Index.html. Is this how you render it?
Did you make a HTML?
Well, we don't have
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, and it's not even supposed to be HTML.
It's supposed to be the what's it called?
EJS. Index.ejs file. Okay. See how nice it is? It doesn't crash our server. It just sort of waits for us to fix the errors and then it does it again.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Refresh. Okay, there's hello.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Okay. One more thing here in this hello. Let's build out a form really quick. /go. No. Method equals post. Okay, and what goes down here? Input. Name will be, let's just do name and email. Oh. Okay. So if we refresh this, hit submit, cannot go to post/go. So what do I got to do?
Create the route.
Build the route. Okay, so we go to app.post now. Go to /go. Second parameter is our callback function that takes in our request and response. Okay, then we can console.log our request.body. Okay, and then we can response dot redirect
To the root route.
sure to our root route. So on here it shouldn't change anything, but we should see in our terminal our post data. Submit comes back here to our root route. Go to our terminal and we have our object.
Very slick.
Okay, if we wanted the specific ones, we would just say name, oops, and email, and it'll print them out individually. Okay, if we look here, it's just a key value pair, right? Object,
Right.
access the key, we'll get the value, access the key, we'll get the value.
Cool.
Okay, so that's Express. See how much nicer this is at least?
Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
Faster.
I'm a big fan.
Me too. And now we can appreciate it, right?
Appreciate it all together.
Okay. Cool. Any questions on this?
To practice it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just gotta practice it. But we won't be here tomorrow, so I'll send you guys this video. If you need to use it, it's there. If not, just keep going, keep moving. By Friday, you guys should be reading and getting into sockets. Okay, sockets, we'll go over that on Friday. We'll have a little mini hackathon. So,
The sockets IO module. Right? Is that what you mean?
yep, a sockets project. So you'll build a little mini sockets application, one that you might be able to build on afterwards, or you can use it just to get more familiar with sockets because it's that important.
You mentioned
To me.
before that, just like in conversation at the start of this, that production is mainly node based, not express based. Is that a thing that's kind of just like we're not really moving to express to do more of their frame, like their layouts? You just mentioned in like at the beginning of it.
What did I say?
Something about like when you were setting all the roots to make them basically a little bit more legible and more concise. I mentioned that they're doing it in Node, or like that's a development way of doing it. Almost like inferring that they don't really use Express, that they're just doing it all in Node instead. Is that a thing that's basically happening?
I said that earlier this session.
Mhm.
Oh, the development portion for Node, right? That's
Yeah.
if you weren't using Express, that is a way that you might see a structure. And that's not just for Node, that's for any framework
Got
to
it.
handle routing.
Okay.
Are we gonna have a second framework? Or is it
No, this is it. Well, I lied. You'll have Angular, which is our second framework. Angular itself is a framework, but it's not going to substitute anything that we've been going over.
Oh, it's an
It'll be in addition to all of it.
so the same.
No, not the same. So Express is going to be our server-side framework, and Angular is going to be our client-side framework. Yeah, those we'll still use all of them. Yes, all of them will be on the exam. So try to get as ahead as possible. Okay. Any questions you want to add on the video?